Hey everyone, what's going on? My name is Sharana and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Merit Beauty. They are a beauty brand that has been blowing up all over TikTok and Instagram, and I was really curious if these products are actually any good. So Merit claims to be a minimalist beauty brand. So basically they're not going to have a bunch of really heavy, super pigmented makeup products that's going to give you full coverage. Their thing is more lightweight, minimal makeup that kind of just makes your skin look a little bit better, but it still looks like your skin. Their website says that they are the antidote to the oversaturated world of beauty and that they make well-edited essentials that have earned a place on your vanity. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, make sure you keep watching because I'm going to dig into this brand and see if these products actually work. If I'm wearing makeup, I want it to still look like my skin and not do a lot. I prefer more of a tinted moisturizer, very light coverage foundation, maybe a little bit of concealer here and there, instead of like a full coverage product. So I was really curious about Merit because they are a little bit on the pricier end. They are more of like a Sephora price range than like a drugstore price range, but they still say that they're minimalist and low, light coverage. So I picked up a few products at their Black Friday sale back in November. I have the Minimalist Foundation Stick, their Clean Lash Mascara, and their Shade Slick Lip Oil. Let's get into these products. So this is their Minimalist Foundation Stick. They say that it's a perfecting complexion stick. So it's not a foundation or a concealer, but it'll replace both in your makeup bag. This comes in 20 shades and it retails for $38. So initially I picked up the shade Chestnut, and it ended up being too dark. It's not necessarily too dark, it's too red, I'll say it like that. So I emailed them, told them it was the wrong shade. I also told them that when I got the foundation stick, the foundation itself actually fell out of the packaging. Let me see if I can show you. So this is what the foundation stick looks like. You can see mine's all messy. This is the shade Chestnut, and when I received it, it completely just fell out of the packaging like that. Just as easily as that. I mean, I turned it up, I went to put it on my face, swatch it a little bit, and it completely fell out. And I was like, for $38, that should not be happening. So right off the bat, I wasn't super impressed. But I did email their customer service, let them know that this happened, and also it was the wrong shade, and asked if I could just do an exchange for a different shade, and they said absolutely, no problem, and without me even having to send this one back, they sent me the new shade that I wanted. So I ended up switching for the shade Amber. So this stick did not fall out of the packaging, which is nice. Maybe it was just a fluke with this one, I don't know, but their customer service was really nice. They responded really quickly, got this sent out to me within like a day or two of my email. So yeah, I commend them for that at least. They, fixed the problem right away. So more information on this product. They say that it is light to medium coverage that stays breathable all day. They tend to include skincare ingredients in their makeup products to help your skin still look good and make sure the makeup isn't going to irritate your skin or give you any issues down the line. So this product includes fatty acids that will condition the skin, sea daffodil, which is supposed to help diminish the appearance of pigmentation and dark spots. They also say it's formulated without acne triggering ingredients. So that's kind of part of them including those skincare ingredients to make sure your skin isn't going to be irritated. Next product is their Clean Lash Mascara. This is a lengthening mascara, and they say it's going to be your go-to mascara for every day, and that it will tint, lengthen, and lift your lashes without smudging. I never have the issue of smudging when it comes to mascara, so that's not really something I can speak to. It is a tubing mascara, which is how they can say that no smudging claim. This is the first tubing mascara I've used, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. We'll get to that in a second. They say it's got proprietary tubing technology to wrap and define each lash with no smudging. It has a precision brush to make it easy to lift and separate each lash. More of those skincare ingredients are in the mascara too. So you've got fatty acids and olive oil esters to help condition your lashes, and it has vitamin B5 to help add shine to your lashes. And it says that it's going to remove easily with warm water and cleanser. As of right now, they only have one shade of this mascara. It just comes in black. Hopefully they do expand into that later. I know some people don't like black mascaras, but just letting you know that's all they have right now. And then the last product is their Shade Slick Tinted Lip Oil. They say that this is a slick of sheer color infused with rosehip oil and shea butter for healthy lips all day. I picked up the shade Falcon, which is this really pretty deep brown shade, and it does come in 8 shades. So this lip oil, they say that it adds a hint of color that's somewhere between a lip oil and a light stain. Repeated use should help maintain your lips' natural moisture levels over time. And then more skincare ingredients, rosehip oil, and essential fatty acids to help encourage healthy barrier function and provide antioxidant benefits. It's got shea butter, grapeseed oils, and jojoba oil that are all supposed to help condition and soften your lips and create a protective barrier to help lock in moisture. So that is all the product information. Now let's see how it looks on my skin. So I normally do wear tests for like 9 to 10 hours. It's already 10:40 in the morning, and I don't know if I'm gonna make 10 hours with this on today. So I have already done a 10-hour wear test with this, so I'll put a link to it. I'll make it into like a YouTube short, reel or whatever, so you can see it. But we're just gonna do a little shorter wear test today. Like I said, did my skincare. I don't use primers before foundation anymore. I just kind of don't see the point. So this is just gonna show how the product on its own holds up without primer, without setting spray. So I think on this side, I'm just gonna do like a few swipes like this with a little extra under my eyes. I do wish they had a few more shades with different undertones. The shade Chestnut that I picked up originally that was too red would probably have been a good summer shade for me if it wasn't so red. I wish they did have more neutral / golden undertones like options. I'm just gonna blend it with my fingers since that's what I would do on a daily basis anyway. So it glides onto my skin really nicely. Some foundation sticks can be really heavy and like tug on your skin. This one has enough of those like skincare and hydrating ingredients that it really just like slides over my skin, which is nice. I don't like the ones that are tough and tug, so you don't have that issue with this. And you can already see just with me blending with my fingers, like it still looks like my skin. Like it just looks like my skin, but a little more evened out, which is exactly the look that I'm going for when I'm wearing makeup. I do want a little bit more coverage in a couple of spots, so let's do this. Okay, so that's a pretty good before and after of no makeup, just the foundation. So again, it blends into my skin really easily, blended in nicely with my fingers, matches me pretty well. Matches me really well actually, and it looks and feels good on my skin. So far so good. I do want to try blending it with a brush on this side. I haven't done it with a brush before, but I know that's what they recommend, and some of you like to use brushes to blend in your makeup and not your fingers like me, so we're going to try that on the other side. The one thing I will say about this packaging is the cap is very secure on the tube itself, so it's not like it's going to just come loose. But to get it off and like unclick it, I keep hitting the side of the cap onto the side of the foundation stick. So you can kind of see all of those little dents that are there are from me trying to pull the cap off because it's so securely clicked on that it hits at an angle and then like digs into the side. So that's kind of annoying because now the packaging is going to be really messy and I have to like clean it up all the time. So I'm just going to use a foundation, like a dense blending brush. There's no name. I literally don't know where this is from. I'm so sorry. So it blends in nicely with my brush too. It kind of looks the same. Like there's really no difference between me using a brush and my fingers. If that matters to you, you could just use your fingers. I think because it is such a soft, like gliding texture and it doesn't tug on your skin, it's kind of the same. I have used foundation sticks that tugged a little bit more and they were harder to blend with my fingers, so you almost needed a brush. I'm gonna say for this one, you don't need a brush if you don't want to use one, but it does work pretty well. It's nice. One thing I haven't done is use this just as like a spot conceal instead of putting it all over my face. So like if I was just going to use this as a concealer under my eyes, it's a tiny bit too orange and it doesn't blend in with my skin. It looks like you have concealer on your bare skin. Whereas I have other concealers that have more of a golden undertone that matches my face and I can blend it in with no foundation and it doesn't look like anything's there. It just looks like my skin. I can't do that with this. So just another point, if you have more of a reddish undertone to your skin, you'll probably be able to do that completely fine. I just can't do it. Face is good. I like the way that this looks. It still looks like my skin. I do have a tiny bit more coverage than I would typically do. I did more like stripes on my face than I normally do, but I think it still looks good, even with a little bit extra coverage. Next up, let's do the mascara. I'll tell you right now, I don't really like this mascara. I stick to mini mascaras. I don't go for full sizes. You're supposed to toss them out every like 3 months, 3 to 4 months. Even if I wear mascara every single day, I don't finish a full size in that time. I just don't. I also don't like how big the brush is for this. Do the YouTube hand really quick so you can see. It's a very big brush, and it's got more brush bristles instead of like plastic comb bristles, if that makes sense. Personally, I like the plastic comb ones better than the brush ones like this. These tend to do well with volume and like, I guess a little bit for lengthening. The comb ones help separate so much better though, in my opinion, and I just feel like I get a better look with mascaras that have those brushes. This also has a pretty dry formula. I have had it for a couple months, but even when I first got it, it still had this kind of dry formula, so I feel like it takes a little bit to like build it up, if that makes sense. All right, so you can kind of see, I mean, it's a mascara. Like, it performs no differently to other mascaras that I have used in the past. I know they say it's a tubing mascara. Maybe that's why it's a little bit drier. I don't know. It's kind of just a mascara though. Like, I have used drugstore mascaras that I liked better than this one, if I'm being honest. All right, mascara's on. Like I said, it's kind of just okay. I don't really like the drier formula to it, and I don't like the brush head. It makes it a little bit hard for application. That could just be because I am so used to using mini mascaras that have smaller brushes that this big fat brush is kind of like a lot for me. Last up is the lip oil. This is in the shade Falcon, so it's this pretty like chocolatey brown shade, which is really nice. YouTube hand. It has a little doe foot applicator, which is nice. Okay, so lip oil is on. It does feel really moisturizing. It's not heavy, it's not greasy. It's not oily either. I know it's called a lip oil, and I have used some that just feel like you just slapped olive oil on your lips. This doesn't feel like that. This feels like a lip gloss, which is nice. I like the brown shade. Because it's more of a lip oil, it's going to be more of a sheerer shade. It's not going to give you like full coverage or anything like that, which is fine. I mean, you know what you're getting out of it. It's not a stain either though, so like throughout the day, I know this is not going to last, so it's going to be something that I'm like kind of reapplying throughout the day. The wear test mainly is for the foundation and maybe a little bit for the mascara, just to see how it holds up. There's my full face of Merit Beauty products. I did the Minimalist Foundation Stick in the shade Amber, their Clean Lash Mascara in black, and their Shade Slick Lip Oil in the shade Falcon. So it is 10:56 in the morning. I will do a couple check-ins throughout the day to see how it's holding up, and then we'll come back after maybe 8 hours. Let's see if I can hit 8 hours and show you what my face looks like at the end of the day. All right, I've had it on for like 20 minutes, but I just wanted to show in a little bit more natural light, just in front of my window. You can kind of see what the foundation looks like. Where am I looking? There's the camera. Hi, what's up? You can still see like little marks in my skin, blemishes, like showing through. This is what it looks like just in front of a window. It's cloudy outside, so you're not getting like super bright sunlight, but and I also don't plan on leaving my house today, so you're not gonna get that. But for now, this is what my face looks like. All right, come back to check in a little bit. All right, it is 3:08, so first check-in. This is my face. Let me get closer to the light so you can see. I definitely look a little shiny. And this is my face back in front of the window. It doesn't look as shiny in front of the window. The light was like making it look super shiny. I feel it though. Like it's getting to that texture of like, I feel the makeup on my face and I'm ready to wash my face. Some foundations don't do that for a while. This has been about 4 hours and I'm starting to feel it. I am pretty tired today though, and just like overly sensitive to certain sensory things for some reason. So maybe that's just me, but yes, it looks good. It doesn't feel great, but again, that's probably just me. I'm gonna say so far so good. T-zone gets the oiliest and will separate, foundations will separate there the fastest, and that's not happening, so that's good. You still see the texture of my cheeks. Is that a cat hair? Bro, what's happening to me? I have a little bit of dryness around some of these blemishes and around my mouth, and it's not really clinging. It's not clinging to those spots either, because that'll happen to me sometimes. It's like, oh, as soon as you put it on, it's fine, and then give it a little bit, and it looks very dry and flaky. Oh, and also around my nose ring. I've been cleaning it with saline solution every day, and it's causing my nose to peel like crazy, and the makeup's like not sticking to that peeling either, so that's good. So yeah, it's 3 o'clock. I'll come back in a couple hours. Let's see how much longer I make it before I decide I'm done and need to wash my face. All right, it is 7:27 at night. I put this on at, what was it, like 10:45, 10:50, something like that. So right around 8 hours of wear time. I'm definitely feeling it on my face. I have been for a few hours now, and I look pretty shiny. So it's time for me to go wash my face. The ring light isn't helping the shine, like it's like amplifying it some, I know, but even just in natural light without the extra lighting, I look shiny. So yeah, let me try to get closer so you can see a little bit of what's going on. T-zone's pretty oily. My eyelids are oily, and when I applied it, I think I went over my eyelids a little bit, which I do without thinking about. And then within like an hour, I have like crease lines on my eyelids. So I kind of tried to like pat those down a little bit. But you can kind of see like some of it is like creasing where it was creasing, and now it's just like sitting in the corner of my eye. Under my eyes is definitely creased because I didn't set it at all. I don't know how to set my under eyes with powder. I've tried setting my under eyes with powder before, and it makes them look worse. But yeah, I feel like just because of the shape of my eyes, like they're just always gonna crease. So yeah, that's my under eye situation. Also, I did add extra product under my eyes, which could be why they are creasing like this, because there's like 2 layers of product there, if that makes sense. Rest of my face, I mean, the color's fine. It's time for me to wash my face, is how I feel about the foundation. The lip oil, it's a lip oil. It's not going to stay on. I put a little bit more on just for the video, but it is moisturizing. It feels nice when it's on. I forget that I'm wearing it, so definitely something I would purchase either as like a fancy gift for someone who's really into lip glosses. Like here's a really nice, like chic little fancy one for you to have in your bag. You know, cute gift, like I said, or just for myself, I would do it that way. But for like daily use, I'm fine grabbing like a NYX lip gloss. Like any drugstore lip gloss is going to do something really similar, especially if you get one that's actually moisturizing. And if you don't have one that's moisturizing and you go and grab like a beauty supply store dollar lip gloss, throw some lip balm underneath it and call it a day. So yeah, I like this. I would repurchase the lip oil with a sale. Or like I said, as like a nice fancy gift if I want to feel, you know, real cute one day. But that's kind of it. The foundation, original price on this is $38. Oh, I forgot to say, the lip oil is $24. Original price on the foundation is $38. You are getting half of an ounce. No, that's a lie. 0.23 ounces. So a quarter of an ounce and 6.5 grams. This is a very pricey product when you break it down price per gram, price per ounce, which helps if you're the type of person who's actually going to finish the entire thing. I would like to be that person if I have something that really, really works well for me. So that's, you know, a little bit of an investment when it comes to a foundation or complexion product, I'll say. I'm not interested in repurchasing this personally at that price point. I think if, like I said, if they have another shade that comes out later that's in a more golden undertone that I could use if I just want to spot conceal, because that'll make me be able to stretch it longer instead of having to use it all over my face. Maybe if they offered more product. I know they've already increased the amount of product in this tube once. It's probably expensive for them. It's a good product. Like, I'm not going to say it's a bad product. It's a good quality foundation stick. It's a really nice, like I said, glides on easily, blended in well with both my fingers and a brush. It's nice. They have like 20 shades, which is good. I think the undertones on some of the darker shades are a little off, at least the two that I've tried. But for the most part, like, at least they have 20 shades. Some brands can even say that much. I'm just personally not interested in spending that much money on a complexion product when I can't get it to match me like perfectly. Like, if I'm gonna have to do something else, you know, I have to put it all over my face for it to fully blend. I can't just use it like a concealer when they're marketing it as foundation and concealer. I can't do that. I can't use it as just concealer unless I already have foundation on my face, and I don't always want to do that. I have seen a few other people say that the product kind of came out of the tube when they got theirs too, which that's a negative for me, because if I'm spending that much money, like, I need this to stay in there. So yeah, I think it's a nice formula. My oily combination skin may not be their target audience. If you have more normal to dry skin, it might work a little bit better for you. Personally, I am shinier than I would prefer to be. So that's not great. So yeah, I would not repurchase the foundation stick, unfortunately. Give me a shade that's more of a golden undertone, and give me a sale that's more than 20% off, and I'll think about it. And then the mascara. It's just okay. I don't like that they don't offer a mini. You know, sustainability, environmental, I understand that travel sizes are not great for all of that. Personally, I'm not going to finish this entire tube within 3 months. I really don't like the formula that much. It was a drier formula. I don't like the brush head. It's fine. I mean, you know, you can kind of see, I'll get close. I guess, you know, there's no smudging, which I said before, I don't really deal with that as an issue anyway. My lashes kind of look the same as they did when I applied it, so that's good. But like, I get that with mascara from the drugstore too. So why would I spend $26 on this when I can spend like 10 bucks on L'Oreal Bambi Lash, have better separation, have a brush that I actually like. Even though that one's a full size, it's less expensive. It has a wetter formula, which works better for me and what I want when it comes to mascara, and it's less expensive. I mean, and even if I do want something that is a little bit pricier, I can go get a mini. Like, I've had so many different mini mascaras that I've gone through over the last few years that I love, and I have no problem just picking up a mini. So yeah, I wouldn't repurchase this either. Maybe it's just tubing mascaras I don't really like. I don't know. It's not my favorite though. Forgot to say this earlier. So if you place an order on Merit's website for the very first time, they're going to send you a cute little makeup bag. It's a corduroy fabric bag, kind of big enough to just like throw a couple things in. It doesn't have a zipper or anything. You're just going to like take these straps at the top and tie them in a knot. The inside of the bag is also the same. It's the same corduroy lining texture. Like, there's no like plastic lining or anything like that. So just be careful if something spills. It's going to be kind of tough to clean. I mean, you can just throw it in the washing machine, but it's not like you have a plastic lining to help like easily wipe it out, if that makes sense. Yeah, I just thought I would add that. I think it's a cute makeup bag. I did use this when I went on a girls trip to Rhode Island a few weekends ago. Just kind of threw all my makeup in here, tied it in a knot, threw it in my duffel bag, and was good to go. It was easy to find in the middle of all my clothes. And it was just like a cute little bag. I have a bunch of different cosmetic bags that I could use for the same purpose. So did I need this? No, but it was free, and I'm not gonna say no to free stuff. So I don't know if there's a way that you can just buy this separately, or if you have to only get it as a free item when you place your first order on their website. I don't know, but just wanted to throw that in there, that this was something else that came in the package, and I do like that they offer this. Okay, let me tell you the rest of my thoughts now. So, are these products from Merit Beauty actually worth it? Personally, I'm gonna say no. I maybe am not their target audience. I really like their whole minimalist beauty, a little bit, makes your skin look like skin, that whole thing. I love that. I can't get on with the price point of everything. This is, I'm not gonna say it's like a luxury brand, because it's definitely not. There's brands that are way more expensive than this. It's more of a high-end brand, I would say. I just can't get behind it. I'm so sorry. Like, I think if you find a foundation shade that matches your undertone, matches your skin amazingly, and you have normal to dry skin, you would probably really like this. I think if you really like tubing mascaras, you wear mascara literally every single day, you like the type of brush that comes in this mascara, you don't mind having a full size of it, I think you're going to like it. And when it comes to lip oil, I think if you like spending a little bit more money on a lip oil that's more like skincare based versus just like a regular drugstore lip gloss, you like the way it looks. You know, a lot of this brand I feel like is aesthetics and how it looks. And it looks very like chic and modern and elegant and just like pinkies out. You know what I mean? This aesthetic just isn't my thing. I feel like if it's your thing and you don't mind spending extra money for this type of aesthetic, you're going to love it. If you like the more minimal look, the clean girl look, I can't say that term, but minimal makeup, I think you're going to love it. Maybe some of their other products are a little bit nicer and I would have liked better. Maybe like their blush or their brow product. I don't know. But at this price range, I'm really not interested in trying it again, unfortunately. Those are my thoughts. That's my opinion on Merit Beauty. I'm glad I picked them up to try them out because I would have been really curious for so long if I didn't ever try them, since I do love the whole minimalist beauty, you know, trend, I guess. But yeah, it's just not for me. Have you tried any of these products before? What's your favorite? If you have tried them, how do they work for you? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm really curious. Also, if you do like the foundation stick, what's your skin type? Do you have oily combination skin like me, or do you have more normal to dry skin? I'm really curious if it's just me or what's going on. That's all I've got for today. I'm gonna go wash my face and put some skincare on. So if you thought this video was helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can come back and see more review videos like this. And if you want to say thank you for this video because it added value or helped you out in any way, you can buy me a coffee. I will leave the link for that down in the description box below. Also, shout out to Jen for buying me a coffee last weekend, just saying a little happy Friday. Thank you so much, Jen. I really appreciate your support. I think that is it for today. I hope this video was helpful, and I will talk to you later. Bye.